So, for my presentation, I decided to do gender inequality because I feel like it's a topic that most people either don't really know about or they're not really informed about. So, I feel like this was a good topic for this presentation, and there are many misconceptions that many people have towards gender inequality. So, I'm here to clarify those misconceptions. Okay, so what is gender inequality? I decided to make my own definition, and I said it is the fact that men and women are not equal when it comes to resources, education, etc. I also meant to add in that it is misrepresentation of a gender in a certain position or situation. So this happens to both men and women, which I will get into later. Some people think that it only happens to women, but that is not the case whatsoever. And this affects society because of gender stereotypes. And gender stereotypes are the underlying factors that lead to gender inequality, which is what I later found out from my research. But yeah. Where can we see gender inequality? The number one place where we can see gender inequality is in the workplace, and this primarily pertains to women. And this is seen because women are less likely to receive higher level positions or promotions, and they're more likely to experience harassment from other coworkers or their employers. When it comes to education, women uh, can receive the proper education that they need now, but they weren't before. And education for women took a long time to achieve, but now that we're finally here, women can receive that proper education. And they had the stereotype as if they didn't need an education. And this has finally stopped. So, this has happened, but women still do face discrimination in education. And I see this in medical school, law school, or any type of graduate school. When it comes to politics, men are highly represented in politics and in government. And I see this with our government. Women are highly underrepresented. And I feel like this is changing very slowly, but eventually I feel as if women will have the representation that they deserve in politics. When it comes to the wage gap, men are likely to be paid more than women for the same position. And as this chart says, men are paid more, 16.2% more than women are, which is crazy to think about. But all in all, gender inequality is seen everywhere, whether it's noticeable or it isn't. The facts. So, men and women differ when it comes to gender inequality, but they have some similarities. Women are less likely to be offered higher positions, as I said, and they are more likely to experience violence. But women face discrimination of being a mother, and this takes place when it comes to maternity leave. And in some cases, women do not receive the proper maternity leave that they deserve, and motherhood is definitely something that takes a lot of time, and they deserve that maternity leave because they have to care for their children and still provide care to the family and also hold a stable career. So that's where that ties in. And as I said before about the wage gap and then gender stereotypes, women are meant to be the caregiver of the household. And now I feel like this still happens today, but women are more open to more opportunities and they are given more opportunities. So, for men, they are less likely to win custody battles because of the caregiver stereotype of women. Um, their children are more likely to live with their mother than their father because of that stereotype. Men also can experience abuse, which is something that isn't really talked about because we mostly talk about women, but men do experience all different types of abuse, which is definitely left unsaid, unfortunately. And they also have the stereotype of being the breadwinner. And this is where I was talking about education and higher level positions. Men are more likely to receive these things, and they have more opportunities than women do in that certain field. They also don't receive paternity leave. Maybe in some cases they do, but men deserve paternity leave because I feel as if a father has an essential role in child development, and they need to be there to help the mother raise their newborn child. Common misconceptions. Feminism is the idea of women overpowering men, which is absolutely false. It's the fact that both genders should have equal representation. And as I said before, men do face gender inequality. As I said before, abuse, paternity leave, and custody battles. In conclusion, gender inequality does still exist, and it's been an issue for so long. And I know that this issue can be resolved, but it is going to be a long time before we can resolve this issue. But I hope that sometime in the future we can learn to get past this and men and women will be represented equally. And that's it. Thank you for watching.